But it doesn't mean that it gets easier. It's like, but you know what to do to beat this. You know how to beat this opponent right here. The devil can be beat. God been beating him forever.
Right.
But the only way you can beat the devil is...
People like to say that with time, things get easier. But the truth is that's not always the case. You might know exactly what to do. You might even have the strength to do it. But that doesn't make the fight any less intense. Some battles take everything out of you, especially when you realize the fight isn't against a stranger, but someone you trusted with your whole heart. And that's exactly what's shaking the internet right now. According to a major leak that just hit the streets, Claressa Shields didn't just randomly cross paths with Papoose. She came prepared with proof, with recordings, and with one piece of evidence that has the potential to shatter an entire marriage. That proof? A secret recording where Remy Ma, the woman who's built her public image on loyalty, may have been hiding a betrayal so deep it could undo years of trust. This isn't rumor. This isn't some blog twisting words for clicks. This is allegedly an actual audio clip captured at a moment when Remy thought nobody could hear her, where she says something no spouse should ever say. He's never going to know. Papoose trusts me too much. If this recording is real, it doesn't just throw shade, it burns the whole image down. We're talking about the same Remy Ma who went on TV in tears, praising Papoose for holding her down during her prison sentence. The same woman who made their relationship the blueprint for ride or die love. Now, in one sentence, that story is unraveling. Let's rewind for a second. Claressa Shields, the undefeated Olympic gold medalist, first entered Papoose's world in what looked like an innocent, friendly way. They were seen laughing together, taking pictures, and sharing lighthearted moments. Fans noticed the chemistry, but most brushed it off as harmless. Still, some people claimed they could sense tension beneath the smiles, like there was something unspoken hanging in the air. No one expected that something to be a ticking time bomb. Fast forward to a backstage MO. Claressa's boxing events. Sources say Remy Ma was there, looking supportive, blending in like she always did. But at some point, when she thought no one was paying attention, she started talking. And someone, allegedly Claressa herself, hit record. What was captured wasn't just casual chatter. According to insiders, it was damaging enough to stop Papoose in his tracks. In addition to that one line about trust, there were other comments, claims that she'd told Papoose she was at the studio when she was really at a hotel, and even hints that she'd been messaging multiple people behind his back. When Claressa got hold of that audio, she didn't keep it to herself. She allegedly went straight to Papoose and handed it over. Not to cause drama, she claims, but because she believed he had a right to know before things got worse. The moment Papoose heard the clip, everything changed. People who saw him afterwards said he looked like a man who'd been blindsided, like someone who just realized his entire marriage might not be what he thought. Photos from that day, showing him sitting in a car with Claressa, only fueled speculation. His eyes looked hollow, his face pale, like the weight of the truth had hit all at once. The internet exploded. Instagram comment sections lit up. Claressa just saved this man's life, one person wrote. Remy's been too quiet lately, another said. Twitter started trending with #FreePapoose, and this time, it wasn't about getting out of prison. It was about freeing himself from what fans now suspected was a mentally and emotionally draining marriage. It's worth noting this scandal came right after weeks of gossip linking Remy to a certain battle rapper she'd been mentoring. At the time, people brushed it off as baseless talk. But with this recording in play, those rumors are being seen in a new light. So why did Claressa even get involved? That's the million-dollar question. Some say she did it purely to protect Papoose. Others suspect she had her. Apparently, there'd been tension between the two women since a red carpet event months earlier, when Remy allegedly gave Claressa a cold smile and whispered something under her breath. Claressa didn't react in the moment, but according to sources, she never forgot it. And here's where it gets even messier. When Papoose heard the recording, he didn't shout. He didn't run to confront Remy. He didn't even argue. Instead, he quietly took off his wedding ring, left it on the dashboard of Claressa's car, the same car where he'd heard the truth, and drove off to a hotel alone. No explanation. No goodbye. Just gone. Not long after, Remy reportedly started calling him nonstop, voicemails, texts, everything. But Papoose didn't answer. Instead, he started digging. He allegedly checked phone records, location histories, and old messages. And what he found made the situation look even worse. There were at least 3 nights in the last 6 months when Remy told him she was at a recording studio, but her phone location showed her somewhere else entirely, a neighborhood known more for late-night hookups than music production. There were Uber receipts linked to a burner phone, taking trips to a luxury condo owned by someone who used to battle rap but has no visible source of income. When screenshots of those findings hit Reddit and Instagram, the narrative flipped instantly. Remy wasn't the betrayed wife anymore. She was being painted as someone who had been living a double life, using her marriage as part of her brand while doing something entirely different in private. Her camp is pushing back hard. They say Claressa is obsessed with Papoose, that the recording was edited, that the whole thing is a setup. They've even called it a boxer's thirst trap. But here's the thing, Remy's known for clapping back at any slight against her name, and yet this time, silence. In celebrity scandals, silence often speaks louder than words. Meanwhile, Claressa hasn't backed down. In a recent Instagram Live, when someone asked her about the situation, she didn't name names, but she looked into the camera and said, "Sometimes God gives you the strength to speak up, even when it's not your business." Viewers instantly connected the dots. And now the world is watching. The industry is buzzing. Fans are picking sides. And somewhere in the middle of it all, 3 lives are being rewritten in real time. Because this isn't just gossip. This is a betrayal story on an Olympic gold medal scale, and it's only getting messier from here. When this scandal broke, it was like a dam bursting. Once the first crack appeared, the flood came rushing in. People who had been silent for years suddenly started talking. A former producer came forward with his own story. A makeup artist claimed she overheard an urgent FaceTime call with an unidentified man. Even a promoter stepped up, saying Remy canceled an entire event at the last minute, only to be spotted that very night in the VIP section of an exclusive lounge, with no Papoose in sight. Through it all, Claressa Shields sat back and watched the chaos she'd helped unleash. She wasn't rattled. She wasn't flustered. She was calm, confident, and in control. Her latest Instagram story said only one thing: "God, don't play about me." And that was enough to set social media on fire. Online, the reactions split down the middle. On one side, Team Claressa rallied behind her. They said she did what needed to be done, stepping in to protect a good man from being taken advantage of. If Claressa hadn't spoken up, Papoose would still be in the dark, one supporter wrote. She had the courage. Period. Some even suggested she should start her own talk show, calling it Truth with T-Rex after her boxing nickname. On the other side, Team Remy fought back. They claimed the entire situation was a calculated setup. In their eyes, Claressa had been interested in Papoose from day one, and but here's the thing, Remy hasn't denied the recording is real. Not once. She hasn't gone live to defend herself. She hasn't tweeted a response. She hasn't even posted a shady meme. For someone as outspoken as Remy Ma, that silence is louder than any statement. Behind the scenes, the consequences are piling up fast. Word is, Papoose has already contacted a lawyer to review their marriage documents. There's even talk about a possible separation, though nothing official has been filed yet. Some messy family gossip on Facebook claims their joint bank accounts are frozen. And just a few days ago, Remy was seen leaving a New Jersey law office, hoodie up, sunglasses on, head down. If that's not the walk of someone who's been caught, it's pretty close. Then came another twist. Remember that battle rapper people linked to Remy months ago during the Chrome 23 drama? Well, he just posted a cryptic Instagram story with a snippet of a voicemail. In the clip, a woman's voice says, "Don't say anything, please. Not right now." Within minutes, fans were slowing it down, comparing the tone to old Remy interviews, and claiming it was her. Whether that's true or not, in the court of public opinion, it was enough.